Hello everyone, welcome back to BT InfoSec. My name is BT and I'm going to be taking you through the Advent of Cyber Day 4. If you're looking for the videos for Day 1, Day 2 and Day 3, check out my channel. I have all these videos, walkthroughs uploaded for you. Well, both learning cybersecurity, I talked about uploading some videos for the Advent of Cyber. For those of you that are just joining us today, Advent of Cyber, it's a challenge that TryHackMe releases every day. So TryHackMe is going to be releasing a challenge every day till Christmas. So this is the day 4, and I'm going to be taking you through the walkthrough. And this one says Santa's running behind. Before I go down to the details of today, I'm going to first of all start my machine so that my machine can be rolling while I'm talking. So the learning objective for today says, in today's task, we are going to learn the following: understanding authentication and where it is used, understanding what fuzzing is, understanding what Burp Suite is, and how we can use it for fuzzing a login form to gain access. Then apply this knowledge to retrieve Santa's travel itinerary. So I recommend you going through this material. The material is very helpful. And for today's lesson, I'm going to go through each of the material for the step by step of what we're going to do for today's task. However, I'm not going to go through the definition of what is authentication and where it is used, what is fuzzing. But basically, I can give you a simple overview of what fuzzing is. And I'll read from what is on this page. It says, put simply, fuzzing is an automated means of testing an element of a web application until the application gives a vulnerability or valuable information. So basically, you're trying to test random characters on a particular web application. For example, you can always try to brute force the login, the username and password. That's basically what fuzzing is. And this training is going to give you a whole lot of understanding what you need for the basic understanding of fuzzing. Now let's go down to the other one. It says fuzzing with Burp Suite. I recommend you going through this, but let's just go down to the deal of today. So the first one says, let's launch Firefox by navigating to Applications, Internet, Firefox. So we're just going to do that right now. Go to Application. So go over here and we open Firefox. But I already have Firefox open here, so I'm not just going to do that. I already have Firefox open here, so I don't need to do that. So the next thing says, navigate to the login form in the web browser, which we already did here. We already posted this down here. So let's just go down, instead of going through this step by step, this is very self-explanatory. Let me just go down to the questions. So coming down here, these steps are going to show you how you're going to open Burp, the next things you're going to do, how you're going to set it up, Firefox, turn on proxy. Let me go ahead. So let's go down to the questions of the deal of the day. So it says additional resources if you're interested. So if you're interested in doing this, there are paid rooms that you can go through. So it says answer the questions below. Access the login form at this. We already did that. This is where we opened that already. So we click that completed. It says configure Burp Suite and Firefox. Submit some dummy credentials and intercept the request. Use intruder to attack the login form. So now let's turn on Burp. So we can come down here. Let's fire Burp right now. So we're gonna turn on Burp Suite right now. So Burp Suite is a very good tool. This is the community version. Which is the free version. So there's the professional one, which is paid. Penetration testers use this, and most of what they say is in here it's the demo version. But I believe the community version has a lot of things that you need. So let's start Burp right now. While Burp is starting, it says configure Burp Suite and Firefox. submit some dummy credentials, and intercept the request. So for that aspect, let's see what burp is up. Let's see if our burp is up right now. So burp is still coming up. And while burp is coming up, it says we should intercept. So guys, you're going to need to set up Foxy Proxy. I'm gonna upload a video for setting up Foxy Proxy, but let me just show you the manual way. If you don't have Foxy Proxy, for those who don't have Foxy Proxy, all you need to do is go to Preference, Proxy. Yep, that's what I was trying to remember. Go to Settings. So you're just gonna click Use Manual Proxy, and you're gonna put 127.0.0.1, and you're gonna put your port 8080 here. That's for those that don't have burp. They don't have Foxy Proxy, sorry. So you're going to use this to intercept. But for me, I'm just going to cancel this because I already have Foxy Proxy doing that for me. And it's also the same thing in Foxy Proxy. Let me just show you my settings in Foxy Proxy. Go to Options. So my setting in Foxy Proxy is the same thing, 127.0.0.1. And if I click on that, if I click on Edit, for example, you're going to see it's going to be on port 8080. Anyways, let me go back. I'm going to have a short video showing you how to install that because it makes it easy for you. So right now, we're going to put our traffic to go through burp. So our burp is up already. So it's just something I learned because I'm learning Burp Suite. Burp Suite is a pretty cool tool. Something I learned is when you fire up your burp and you want to attack a particular website, try to copy the website's URL, come down to Target, go to Scope, and you click Add. Then you post that here, and you click OK. You have added, says yes. So basically, we're telling Burp that focus on only these targets. Then you can also come to Proxy. You go to Web Socket, you go to Options. You says intercept client request. So we just want to use the URL that is in target scope. That's what we will only want to use. So after doing that, back to proxy, we're back to proxy and intercept. Our intercept is on already. So it says configure Burp Suite, submit some dummy credentials and intercept on the request. So let me just show you how you do that. It's just pretty straightforward. So let's say we put please subscribe. We put BT infosec as the password and we click this. So if we see right here, you can see the username right here is please subscribe and the password right here is right here as BT infosec. So that's the particular task it's saying. We've completed that. It says put a dummy credentials. So now we're going to go to the next one. It says what valid password can you use to access Santa's account? So let's just drop this. Let's drop this and let's refresh this page, resend. We're going to forward this traffic so that we can come back to this home page. So it says, what valid password can you use to access Santa's account? So the account name is Santa. So let's come back here and put Santa as the account name. Put Santa. Then for the password, let's just put anything. Let's just put password as our password and we click this. So we're going to intercept the traffic right here, right? So the maker of this machine already provided us with a word list. So he says navigate to the vulnerable login form here and apply the material for today's task to log into Santa's itinerary. Using the username as Santa and the password list located in here. So those are for those using the attack machine. But for we that are using our personal Kali machine, we can just click this and it's going to bring this out. So we just open this, we copy this. While this is intercepted, let's go back to our burp. So now that we have intercepted the login, so our center and the password is password, so we can right click and send this to intruder. So when we come here to intruder, we go to positions, it automatically selects some random positions. So we just clear all those positions. And once we're done with that, you're going to select the particular password section you want to force. That's the position. Sometimes you may want to force both the password and the username, but in this case, we want to force only the password. So we go and click add, and we come down to payloads. What we copied, we're going to paste it. The usernames or passwords we copy, we're going to paste it here. Come down to our position, see that this is done. The next thing we're going to do, in the TryHackMe walkthrough, it tells you to use cluster bomb, but that's for it. If you use cluster bomb, it requests for 2 positions. So you have to have a username and a password. But for this, we're just going to use sniper. So you can see all the parameters here saying, you see the user agents, you see connections, and you see the cookie and stuff. So now let's click start attack. So it gives us the burp intruder telling us we're using a community version. That's fine. So right here, our attack has started. So we see the length. We see the length coming, trying all the passwords. So if you take a look at this right now, so this, for example, if you're using a word list that is pretty long, what you're going to look for is this. These are all the payloads. These are basically the password is trying, and this is the length. The status is 200. It's mostly 200. But what you're going to take note of is the length. So for the passwords that are wrong, it gives the same length. But you're going to look at that one particular password or username that has that different length. If you click this, this is the one that has, in all what we tried, it has a different length. So it says the password is cookie. So let's go over to our browser. So I'm going to come back to my proxy here, and I'm going to turn off intercept. I'm going to refresh my page. Okay, before I do that, I'm going to turn off the proxy mode. I'm going to resend this. Now let's try what we found as the center is going to be the username, and we're going to try the password as what we found, which is cookie. And don't save, and boom, we're already in. We made use of this password from our intruder that has a different status, which is 302, the others are 200, and a different length, which is cookie. And that was Santa's password. So the next question says, so let's type it. What valid password can you use to access Santa? So what we used was cookie. That's correct. So it says, what is the flag in Santa's itinerary? So let's go to Santa's itinerary. So this is what we're going to copy because we're already in. We copy here and we paste that. What is the flag in Santa? That's the flag in Santa's itinerary, and we submit. And that is the end of the day 4 for the TryHackMe. I'll recommend going through this material. This material is very helpful. You're going to learn a whole lot. And if you want to learn more about Burp Suite, go over to this channel, to this room in TryHackMe and learn more about Burp Suite. Thank you for joining me today, guys. That's going to be the end of the day 4 today. I'm going to be working on the day 5. I'm a little bit behind because in uploading some of these videos, but I'm going to be uploading as many videos as I can. But this is the end of day 4. Please subscribe. Please share it with your friends. This is very introductory. I try to go as easy as possible. I'm learning, you're learning, we're all learning. So let's complete the 25 days of the Advent of Cyber together. Thank you very much for joining me and have a lovely day. Bye.